My name is Vincent Everts, and it's June 15th, and I just want to tell you we worked all week to make sure that you have all the talks, all the interviews, all the ICOs, and I just want to show them to you here. And I just want to say I had a fantastic feeling about the Blockchain Innovation Conference of last week. I mean, it was just really great because we are in this moment that every year so many things are happening and the people are interesting, the conversations are interesting, the speakers are interesting. So what did we do? We got all the video done. So just want to tell you that. I mean, first we have a lot of videos are online and they're beautiful. You know, we had this David Birch, an English guy with a big idea, the tokenization. You can see his presentation. And we had the world in 10 years of Vinay Gupta, you know, at the end. And we had so much in between. And all the talks are now available. So they're individually available. There's a playlist with everything. So take a look what you like to see and share these talks with each other. So it was wonderful. Like, for example, Wiebe Draai, who talked about We Trade. And there's also his interview afterwards available. There's technical presentations available to go in depth, because that was the first commercial application available worldwide in the financial industry. Of course, Koopman, all the VIN numbers on the blockchain is available, and with all the IBM, the technical explanation behind it. That's there. We loved Leanna Kemp, who is already doing years and is changing really that industry, how that industry is working and changing, and has 40 people, and you know, that is the example of what we wanted to show, from proof of concept to real change. And I really enjoyed this interaction. You know, you had Bruno Scorch, who was very critical about ICO. He did research to pump and dump, and on the other hand we had the optimist Richard Kastelein, who has been an advisor to more than 50 ICOs and really defended them, but also they criticized actually the same things. The interaction between these two was wonderful. I thought that Prince Constantijn was really good. He was really smart, he was really to the point, and he was really talking about what the Netherlands needs and how we can be a blockchain, if we can be a blockchain country, what the uses of the startups and the role of blockchain in that. I thought he was really sharp, and we had a fantastic conversation. We have also the videos online of the 7 ICO pitches, and you know, ICOs are really you know, thousands and thousands of new ICOs, lots of scams, a lot of disillusionals, but all these people were really very serious about their point. I think they did a very good job. Take a look at them and share them. They all had very interesting ideas. It doesn't matter if they're in real estate, or if they're in ticketing, or if they are into trust, relationship of trust. So they or if they want to reform marketing, and you know, very interesting, good pitches. Take a look at them. And the winner, of course, was Taiken. And Taiken is the story of a guy who worked in Holland, who worked in the Netherlands, and who lost his identity. We basically locked him up for 2 years, and now he wants to make sure that we are in charge of our own identity. Take a look at this, because I thought this was a real good winner. Fantastic. Thank you very much, ICO Commission. Thank you very much, Richard Kastelein, for hosting it, and thank you very much for jury from the Rabobank, Ingrid, Joel, Robert, Jan, and Bader for being the jury, and you know, but the jury and the audience agreed on the winner. Now they have a big responsibility to make sure that that ICO goes well, and that they also have this, you know, identity where everybody is in charge of themselves. Then Wilson from the Financial Telegraph interviewed 31 people. So all the speakers have been, almost all the speakers have been interviewed, and a number of people from the public has been interviewed. 31 speakers. So next to the talk, he also basically went from scratch and said, hey, explain it to me in a very clear point, because he just kept on asking questions until it was clear, and I think he did a really good job. So those are, find those interviews which you're interested in and share them as much as you can, because I think you know, Wakar was really interesting. He's now back. He's now in Chicago. What he does in the blockchain for good. There were a lot of blockchain for good. And he's a TV star who shares, who teaches interviews, refugees in Syria, and he did a very good job and very nice interview. 1 in a million followers, and so I think, you know, we had 450 people coming. We had 23,000 people watching the stream. 23,000, that's almost a record. And I think Rabobank and KPMG and IBM, Bitfury and Intel, you all had fantastic cases. Rabobank was a fantastic host. And yeah, you made this possible that we had a great event, because I think it was wonderful. And we want to ask you, please interview, you know, give us your evaluation about the speakers, the events and stuff, because we want to make sure that next year we have the right theme and the right way to work, and now we can change everything.